Johnny, can we come along, please? Little Alex has never seen the ocean.
Of course, Kaylee. I would never leave you behind.
My hands froze mid-zen way through packing.
Kaylee heard we were planning a seaside vacation and wants to bring Alex along. I've booked the plane tickets for everyone, Lizzie. You can drive the car with the luggage. We'll meet you at the beach.
For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My brother Zen-in-Zen-law started making a fuss about wanting to spend Christmas vacation at the beach.
No, his what's the Pranston if his prize is not ever leaving.
So I decided we'd make it a family trip.
The waiter was sense proud of vacation.
When my husband's adoptive sister got wind of it, she insisted on tagging along with her kid. Without a second thought, my husband went ahead and booked plane tickets for everyone, except me. He expected me to drive there with all the luggage. I thought at least someone in the family would speak up for me, but no, they all sided with him. Fine. See, if that is how they want it, then we'll go our separate ways. What is theirs is theirs, and what is mine is mine. The whole family suddenly started panicking.
What do you mean? Kaylee and Alex get to fly while I'm stuck driving?
Kaylee's little one has never been to the beach before, and I thought it'd be nice to let them tag along. When I booked the tickets, yours was sold out.
This trip had already been a logistical nightmare. It had started with my brother-in-law's incessant demands to go wake surfing during his Christmas break, coinciding with Johnny's rare annual leave. To top it off, we had just bought a new car, so it was decided to take the whole family, including my in-laws, on a seaside getaway. I had spent days painstakingly planning every detail, packing supplies for the family, researching accommodations, drafting itineraries, and pouring both time and money into making it work. Now, Kaylee merely mentions she'd like to come, and my husband unilaterally changes everything.
When I suggested we fly, you balked at the expense and insisted on driving. But the moment Kaylee wants to join, you suddenly don't mind splurging on tickets?
Kaylee's bringing Alex. A little kid can't endure such a long drive.
Besides, Kaylee is my adoptive sister. Don't forget that.
Her child is family, and I have a responsibility to treat them well.
Oh, really? Anyone listening might think Alex is your son. Johnny's patience began to wear thin.
Don't be ridiculous. And didn't you always complain about being able to drive well? Consider this trip practice.
Do you even know how long it takes to drive to the beach? What if something happens to me on the road?
Why are you two arguing again?
Johnny, as the man of the house, you should give in to Lizzie a bit.
Marlene had always been pretty nice to me.
Lizzie, you should be more understanding. Johnny and Kaylee grew up together. And her little boy, poor thing, has never seen the world. Letting him come along won't hurt, will it?
You can't even bear children of your own. And now you begrudge us the chance to enjoy someone else's?
What is wrong with you all? Have you been brainwashed by Kaylee? Or are you trying to tell me Alex is actually Johnny's illegitimate child?
Lizzie, complaining about something so trivial? Back in the day, your duties as eldest-in-law would have been far greater than this!
Before I could say another word, Johnny's phone rang, breaking the tense silence. Johnny avoided my gaze, his expression evasive.
Didn't you see my message? Hurry up and open the door.
I snatched his phone, and my suspicion was confirmed. It was Kaylee.
Mom! Dad, bro! Kaylee's here!
Before I could react, my brother-in-law bolted downstairs, practically bouncing with excitement. Dumping Kaylee's luggage into my arms without a second thought.
Lizzie, what's for dinner tonight? Make something nice.
Kaylee's son, Alex, marched into the living room, as if it were his own home, shoes and all, and promptly leaped onto the leather sofa I had just spent $5,000 on, using it as a trampoline. His loud laughter echoed through the room. I frowned, my stomach tightening at the sight.
Oh, Kaylee, it's such a shame things didn't work out between you and Johnny back then. You know, I treat Alex like my real grandson. Anyway, I don't care. Bring him here more often, okay?
Oh, my precious little one. Our family has no luck. We lost out on such a good daughter-in-law and such a sweet grandson.
It was as if I'd vanished from the room, a ghost no one acknowledged. They sang Kaylee's praises with no attempt to hide it. Years of sacrifice and devotion. For what? Nothing, apparently. Had they all forgotten that Johnny had once been buried in online loan debt because of Kaylee? Johnny and Kaylee had grown up as neighbors and had been classmates for 12 years. They'd even gone into business together until Kaylee and her ex-husband ran off with the money. Back then, I'd silently loved Johnny from afar. When he hit rock bottom, I offered him a helping hand. And eventually we were married. For years, I giving my all to this family. I handled my in-laws' every need, food, clothing, annual medical checkups, even vacations. And yet, this family showered affection on a woman who had betrayed them and treated me like a convenient tool.
Oh, you're home too, Lizzie. I was so busy greeting George and Marian that I didn't see you there. George, Marlene, Alex and I can't get enough of Lizzie's cooking. You know us. We're easy to please.
Marlene shot me a pointed look, clearly expecting me to jump into action, but I remained seated and sipped on my tea.
Lizzie, are you upset with me? Really? I feel bad for troubling you.
Lizzie doesn't mind, I'm sure. Lizzie loves driving, so now she can drive to her heart's content.
That's no way to talk about your sister-in-law. She's your elder, no matter what.
Zach immediately switched gears, sweet-talking Kaylee and apologizing for his slip-up. Before long, the two of them were laughing together, like nothing had happened. I frowned, the tension in my body translating into a sharp kick at the stool in front of me. I changed my mind. Johnny immediately sensed the shift in my mood and dropped his smug demeanor like a mask slipping.
I know you're upset, but what's done is done. Stop acting like a child, okay? Didn't you say you wanted to stay at a 5-star hotel? Fine, we won't save money anymore. I'll book it right now.
Did he really think he could pacify me with empty words? But I decided to play along, at least for the moment.
Really? You're so thoughtful, darling.
His phone buzzed with a notification. He glanced at the screen, and his expression darkened immediately.
Lizzie, why did you use my card to spend this much money?
You said we'd stay at a 5-star hotel, didn't you?
I agreed to the hotel, not to you using my card for it.
You really think I need your approval to spend money on a hotel? Who are you trying to impress with your $2,000 a month salary? A big shot?
What are you implying?
Since we got married, we'd stuck to a laughable arrangement where I covered all the household expenses while his family leeched off me. Without me, they'd all be out in the cold, scrambling for scraps. Yet they treated me like I owed them everything, while fawning over Chloe and her son. If they adored her so much, they could all sink together for all I cared. George barked from his perch on the sofa,
Arguing with your husband.
his tone as imperious as ever.
Hardly makes you a good wife! Stop throwing a tantrum and go make
I
dinner!
turned to him, my gaze icy.
The whole family's waiting. Or do you want us to starve?
Did he still think I was their live and maid?
Kaylee, you've known Johnny since childhood. Has he ever cooked for you before?
Kaylee rolled her eyes.
Of course he has. Back when my parents weren't home, he used to make me all kinds of delicious meals.
Well then, isn't it time for you to show off your skills again? Kaylee's practically family, after all.
I snatched the strawberry Alex was holding and flopped onto the sofa, scrolling through my phone with deliberate nonchalance. Marlene huffed, her face pinched with disapproval.
Men don't belong in the kitchen!
I tilted my head and smiled.
Oh, come on. It's a rare occasion for Kaylee and Alex to visit. Surely you're not saying they're unwelcome?
Johnny looked at me, his face a storm cloud of frustration. He glanced at his mother, silently pleading for rescue. Cornered, Johnny's mother finally relented, muttering under her breath as she trudged to the kitchen. For someone used to a life of comfort, she floundered hilariously over the simplest task. She fumbled through pots and pans for a long time. At dinner, her mood had recovered enough to fawn over Kaylee and her child.
Kaylee, I remembered how much you love spicy food, so I made a whole spread just for you. Eat as much as you want.
The deliberate slight was obvious. She knew I couldn't stand spicy food.
Lizzie, if you don't like it, just make yourself some noodles. You all enjoy your meal. I'm going out for a proper feast.
Johnny's face twisted with anger.
Lizzie! Mom went out of her way to cook for you, despite her age. And you're throwing a fit?
He added, his tone laced with frustration.
What's wrong with you today? And who's going to pack our luggage if you storm out now?
I turned to him.
Isn't Kaylee here for that? You all seem to like her so much. Let her do it.
The room... At the hotel, I indulged in a lavish meal, followed by a soothing spa session. Why shouldn't I? I had the money, the means, and the will. There was no reason for me to slave away for people who never appreciated me. Let them figure out how to manage without their golden goose. It was late by the time I checked the clock, likely past the hour when anyone in that house would still be awake. Funny how people treat you with endless kindness when they need something from you. But when the tables turn, not even the courtesy of a call. I pushed open the door to my room, only to be startled by a shrill scream. The sight made my blood boil. Kaylee froze for a moment.
Lizzie.
Johnny snapped, leaping to her defense.
Have you lost your mind? We were bored waiting for you, so we decided to watch a movie. How was I supposed to know it was a horror film? You barged in, scared her, and this is how you react!
Oh, I see. Watching a movie in the dark somehow necessitates hugging each other. Should I assume that if I hadn't come back, you'd have moved on to sleeping together?
You're impossible! Acting like a mad woman over nothing!
Mad woman, sure, call me that. Speaking of which, this mad woman is going to bed now. Unless, of course, the two of you plan on joining me.
Kaylee clutched her face, her head bowed low, letting the tears fall silently, a masterclass in pitiful theatrics. Meanwhile, slammed the door shut and crawled into bed. Tomorrow was bound to be another battle, and I needed my rest. Later that night, Johnny tried to sneak into bed. I kicked him right off. Without a word, he slunk out to the living room, defeated. Morning came, and there he was, curled up on the couch like a scolded child. George noticed immediately, and his face darkened with fury.
You let your husband sleep on the sofa? Do you have no sense of decency? What kind of a wife are you?
For your information, I'm the one who insisted Kaylee and Alex stay over last night.
What's next? Are you gonna throw Marlon and I out of the house?
Feigning innocence, I replied.
Oh, I was just giving Johnny and Kaylee a chance to relive their childhood memories together. How was I supposed to know Kaylee wouldn't let him into her room?
Lizzie, you're insane. We're married! How could you even suggest something like that?
I said with a sly smile.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you've been acting like you forgot you're married?
Lizzie, please don't be angry. It's all my fault. I'd never forgive myself if I came between you two. Please, don't let me ruin your marriage.
Marlene, sitting nearby, gave me a disapproving look.
Lizzie, honestly,
Her brows furrowed in judgment.
how can you be so thoughtless? With George and me here, do you think anything inappropriate could happen between them? Besides, if Johnny really wanted to be with Kaylee, do you think you'd even have a place in this house right now?
From the corner of the room, Zach groaned, rubbing his eyes as he joined the scene.
Can you all keep it down? This constant bickering is so exhausting. Lizzie, you should learn a thing or two from Kaylee about being a good wife and mother.
Kaylee's lips curved into a faint smirk, her eyes glinting with triumph. The expression vanished as quickly as it appeared.
All right, we need to hurry if we're going to make our flight. Lizzie, don't forget to load the luggage into the car. See you at the beach.
They left without so much as a second glance, dumping all the work on me as usual. But I wasn't about to let them get to me. I steadied my emotions, mustered a bright, cheerful smile.
Of course. Have a safe trip.
After they left, I immediately changed the fingerprint lock password and erased their prints from the system. Their belongings were neatly packed, boxed up, and sent back to their hometown with postage marked recipient to pay. Then, I contacted a lawyer to draft a divorce agreement.
Help me draw up a divorce agreement and follow the terms of our prenup.
I won't consent to your wedding. I dislike every last one of his family.
My parents, who had been skeptical of my decision to marry in the first place, had insisted on a prenuptial agreement. At the time, I thought they were being paranoid. Now, I realized just how wise they had been.
Ma'am, based on your usual preferences, we've upgraded your reservation to the presidential suite at no extra charge. We look forward to your stay.
Thank you. Meanwhile, I imagined the Cooper family, probably dreaming of luxury at a 5-star hotel. The truth was, I'd only booked a room for myself. At this point, there was no reason to extend any courtesy to them. A car came to pick me up and dropped me at the airport. I boarded a first-class flight to Bali. By the time I landed, my phone had become a battlefield, flooded with hundreds of messages. The ringtone broke the onslaught of notifications. It was Johnny.
Lizzie, why doesn't the hotel have our reservation? Where did you spend all that money? Aren't you supposed to be driving here? Why haven't you picked up? Do you have any idea how humiliating it was for our family?
Driving? Oh, I must have forgotten to tell you, I'm in Bali now. The hotel booking? That was for me. You're on your own.
What do you mean, Bali? Weren't we all supposed to go to the beach together?
Just book us the damn room Johnny, I'm beat and I need to cry!
How could you abandon the entire family? And our luggage? Where's our luggage?
No!
You can live or die as you please. Go cry to your precious Kaylee and your discount son.
The calls came again, relentless. When I finally answered, his tone had shifted. Lower, angrier.
Lizzie, this is your last chance. I don't care about your little Bali trip, but you better book us a hotel now.
Don't you all worship Kaylee? Ask her to sort it out. Why bother me?
If you arrange a place for us now, I'll tell my parents you had urgent business with your company and couldn't make it.
Yours to bear. I won't forgive you either.
Fuck off.
Nice party, right? Mind if we join you for a drink?
Thanks, but I'm here to enjoy the quiet alone.
The Cooper family group chat buzzed incessantly. When I finally opened it, I saw Kaylee had posted pictures of their vacation. The usual chorus of the other Cooper relatives chimed in with comments, praising Johnny for being so filial and considerate. Curious, I checked Kaylee's social feed. She'd shared a picture with a caption that read, "It seemed that Johnny had gone all out this time." But then again, his generosity wasn't so surprising. He had me as his endless source of funds, after all. But that was before.
Lizzie, where are you now? Why haven't you arrived yet? I'm still my clothes. I can't wait to take pictures in them.
That's right.
Lizzie, where the hell are you? What's taking you so long?
She's making everyone wait. If she'd just driven a bit longer instead of resting, she'd be here by now.
Kaylee's there, isn't she? Why are you waiting for me?
Of course we're waiting for you! You're supposed to organize everything!
Didn't Johnny tell you? Stop waiting for me. I'm in Bali.
If you're not coming, who's going to pay for everything? Johnny?
You've got money for plane tickets and 5-star hotels. But enough to feed your parents?
Darling, I messed up, okay? Just transfer some money to me. I'm broke and can't even pay the hotel right now.
Broke? And still dreaming of spending my money? Keep dreaming.
Lizzie, don't test my patience! Transfer the money now, and we'll put this behind us!
Money? Over my dead body. I won't spend another dime on your family.
His tone softened. The suggestion made my stomach churn.
All right. Honey, let's not fight. Why don't you book a first-class ticket?
Come join me.
The old me would have jumped at the chance, eagerly booking the earliest flight to see him.
There's this lovely spot here, perfect for couples. Just the two of us, okay? No one else.
But now, I saw right through him.
No need. You can enjoy your trip with your family. I'm not interested.
You're really gonna hold on to this grudge over something so trivial?
Don't worry. The courier will call you soon.
Fine. Do whatever crazy thing you want, but at least send over the luggage!
It was a trap, a ploy to lure me back under his family's control. Sure enough, less than 30 minutes later, my phone rang again. It was him.
Did you receive the luggage?
Lizzie, are you insane? Why would you ship our luggage back to our hometown? And it's cash!
cash on delivery! Do you know how much that costs?
Lizzie, even if you hate me, you shouldn't take it out on us like this!
In the background, I heard Kaylee's shrill voice.
There were branded clothes in there! And Alex's things too! What are we supposed to do now?
Don't worry. Everything's back home. It won't get lost.
Whatever we're missing, we'll just buy again. Activate the payment app, will you? We can't even manage basic expenses right now.
You've really lost it, haven't you? I told you, not a single cent more from me. Oh, and I've got one last gift for you, but you'll have to wait until you're back home to see it.
Before he could respond, I hung up and blocked their entire family. There was no way I was letting these shameless freeloaders ruin my vacation any further. For so many years, I had poured my heart and soul into taking care of everyone in the Cooper family. I worked myself to the bone to improve our lives, hauling endless overtime at work, only to come home and cook for the whole family. Each day, I walked a tightrope, terrified of making a mistake at work, yet equally afraid of neglecting them. The voices of my parents echoed in my mind, their past warnings cutting through the years like sharp, inevitable truths.
You'll regret this! One day!
And now, as I looked around at the wreckage of my life, I knew they had been right. My blind devotion during those heady, love-struck years had led me here. But no more.
From this moment forward, I live for myself.
I glanced at the clock, calculating. By now, their little seaside holiday must be wrapping up. The thought of them returning home to the gift I had arranged sent a ripple of excitement through me. Their faces, when they saw it, it was almost too good to imagine. The phone rang, its shrill tones slicing through my thoughts. The caller ID showed an unknown number. I answered. Only for Johnny's livid, thunderous voice to come roaring through the receiver.
Lizzie, what the hell does this mean? You changed the locks?
That's right, I'm not coming back. Everything that belongs to your family has been packed up and shipped to your parents' house.
Ignoring my words.
You better come home, apologize to everyone, and you're gonna reimburse me for the trip expenses. Do all that, and maybe, just maybe, we can let this slide.
Johnny spat.
I thought things were over for us. Why are you still barking orders at me?
He snapped, barely holding on to his temper.
I'm giving you a chance to make things right.
But he forced himself to keep his composure.
Don't let this spiral out of control. You'll regret it when things get messy.
A laugh escaped me before I could stop it.
Spare me.
I said with a bitter chuckle.
I wouldn't want to inconvenience the Cooper family's precious little crown prince.
I could practically imagine his face turning crimson with frustration.
Look, let's not blow this out of proportion. You still have to handle Zach's study abroad arrangements. No matter how mad you are, don't let it affect his future.
Zach? He's your parents' son, not mine. Whoever's got the brains to scheme should have the brains to figure that out.
My voice sharp, that was the last straw, his breath coming heavy over the line. Johnny exploded.
Fine! You want a divorce? Let's divorce! If I don't divorce you, I'm a damn fool!
Great. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. at City Hall.
Wait. What? Are you serious? Over a road trip, you're really doing this? I've already apologized, haven't I? I've groveled, haven't I? What more do you want from me?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've already sent your things back to your hometown and changed the locks. You're not clinging on this cushy life I've given you, aren't you?
Your parents loved Kaylee so much. Why don't you just marry her?
Lizzie, stop talking nonsense!
How many times do I have to say it? Kaylee is like a sister to me.
Save it. Sister, lover, whatever. I don't care. Just sign the papers and be done with it.
I hung up before he could respond, switched off my phone, and threw it into airplane mode. Listening to another word from that shameless man, or his shameless family, would have turned my stomach. Still, I had underestimated just how brazenly shameless they could be. I waited for 2 hours at City Hall, but Johnny never showed up. Just as I was about to head home, my mother called.
Lizzie, what's going on with you and Johnny? They smashed the windows and broke into our suburban house. We're not home!
My head buzzed as if someone had just struck a gong inside my skull. The audacity of these people. After calming my parents down, I drove straight to my parents' home, gripping the steering wheel so tightly my knuckles turned white. The moment I opened the door, the sight that greeted me stoked my simmering anger into a full blaze. My in-laws were lounging on the sofa, casually eating fruit. Before I could say a word, Marlene leapt to her feet, all smiles, and eagerly took my bag.
Lizzie, you look tired. Have you eaten? I'll ask the housekeeper to whip up something for you.
I frowned. The sheer gall of these people, treating my parents' home as if it were their own.
What are you all doing here? Leave, now!
George slammed his cup down onto the table, sending water splashing everywhere.
Lizzie, you've gotten bold in just a few days, haven't you? Do you know who my son is? He's a member of the mafia, with a limitless future ahead of him. Your parents don't have a son, so transfer this house to us. It's your blessing.
His words were so absurd that I almost laughed. Wasn't he the one who said if either one of us didn't go through with the divorce today, that person's a coward? Well, where's the coward now?
Reluctantly, Johnny shuffled out of the bathroom, a forced smile plastered on his face.
I was wrong, okay? Really wrong. Come home with us, will you? You can't just keep staying at your parents' place. I haven't been able to sleep these past few days, thinking about how we've had communication problems all along. Let's give each other another chance, Lizzie. Look, I'm here, humbling myself before everyone to ask for your forgiveness.
The gemstone on it glittered, but it was glaringly as it was just cheap glass.
You.
Oh, no! This was so expensive! How could you just throw it away?
Cut the act. It's getting tiresome. Take a good look. Let's part ways amicably. You can go ahead and enjoy being a dad. And me? I'm going back to the Colonetti family.
Women like her just need a good beating to straighten them up. Colonetti? You? Don't talk nonsense! Apologize to everyone right now!
Exactly. Dad's right. She dares to pretend she's from the Colonobi family? Then let Luca handle her. He's patrolling this street today.
Luca? The Colonobi family's underboss?
Don't worry. 100 times over. This is just a house belonging to some ordinary old folks. No background, no power, easy to handle.
Shut up! She's just a woman. Son, the men in the Cooper family never bow their heads. We've still got Kaylee, haven't we?
Yeah, bro!
Who dares to act so reckless?
Boss Luca, you're finally here. It's this ignorant woman. And her family...
Boss, I apologize. It was my oversight. My failure to recognize the situation. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I didn't know.
They're yours to deal with.
The room went silent, the Cooper's faces a palette of embarrassment and sheer terror.
Get out.
All of you, get out!
Johnny quickly tried to smooth things over, forcing a smile.
Don't get upset. My family didn't mean it like that.
Let's go. We don't need to beg her!
It's just a house.
Zach chimed in, adding fuel to the fire.
We can just move into Kaylee's villa. It's way better than this place anyway.
I clapped my hands slowly.
Oh, and by the way, all the house and money? They're protected by a prenuptial agreement. Don't think for a second you'll get a share. Take a good long look at that divorce agreement. Then go ahead. Marry her. May you all thrive in mutual misery.
Johnny was, of course, unwilling to leave the marriage empty-handed. He tried every trick to meet me, sending flowers to my office, buying me desserts. But every time I saw him, disgust churned in my stomach, threatening to rise.
Honey, I was wrong. Truly wrong. Please let me come home.
To the onlooking colleagues, he painted a picture of a perfect man unfairly wronged. It was as if I were the unreasonable one, bent on tearing apart our marriage without cause. He thought this facade might wear me down and force me to reconsider.
Where's that fake sister of yours? The one who's always by your side? If you like her so much and she's so good for your luck, why cling to me at all?
She's just a friend. Nothing more.
I chuckled, bitterness lacing the sound.
Ah, I see. A friend who shares midnight embraces with you? Who flies off to exotic destinations while your wife drives herself there alone?
The crowd around us began to murmur, their eyes darting between us. Johnny's face flushed deep red, as though the heat of their judgment scorched him.
That was my mistake. I swear, I'll keep my distance from Kaylee. I've been such a terrible person.
Before he could complete his act, a figure stormed into view. Kaylee, she marched up and yanked him upright.
Don't beg her. A woman like this isn't worth you lowering yourself like that. Lizzie, if you're angry, take it out on me. Stop tormenting Johnny!
The nausea I felt surged into something sharp, cutting.
Oh? What's this? Feeling sorry for him now?
I had no patience to endure their sickly sweet charade and turned to leave. But Kaylee wasn't done. She grabbed my arm with a tight grip, her gaze alight with defiance. I smiled, cool, unhurried, and provocatively. Then, in one fluid motion, I collapsed, letting gravity do the work. A gasp rippled through the gathered crowd as I hit the floor. From the corner of my eye, I saw blood pooling beneath my leg. vivid and undeniable. Kaylee froze, her hands still raised in the air, while Johnny's face drained of all color. Thanks to my colleagues, an ambulance arrived quickly, rushing me to the hospital. I lost the baby. The police came soon after, taking Kaylee into custody without hesitation. When Johnny finally came to see me, his first words twisted the knife that had already pierced me.
Name your price. What will it take for you to let Kaylee go?
Divorce.
Does it really have to come to this? Is there no other way?
No.
Two days later, upon my release from the hospital, we went to City Hall to finalize our divorce. The day we finalized the divorce was anything but peaceful. I arrived at City Hall, my body weak and barely steady with the support of a friend. Outside, Johnny and Kaylee were already waiting, cradling Alex in their arms. For a moment they looked so much like a picture, perfect family of three, that it almost felt surreal. Johnny was frowning, his expression laced with reluctance, as if the very act of being here pained him. Meanwhile, Kaylee crouched down to speak to Alex.
From now on, Daddy Johnny will be your real daddy,
she cooed, glancing up at me with a smug smile. Then, looping her arm through his, she added,
Thank you, Lizzie, for your generosity. When Johnny and I get married, I'll be sure to send you a token of appreciation.
Her words were a match to dry kindling, igniting the rage I'd kept in check. Without hesitation, my hand lashed across her face. Leaving her lip split and blood trickling down.
What's wrong with you?
She shrieked, clutching her cheek and seeking refuge in Johnny's arms.
You're nothing but a shrew, Lizzie.
Johnny and I are still married, in case you've forgotten. I'm his wife, and if I slap his mistress, who's going to say otherwise?
I stood firm, my voice calm, but cutting.
Let's get this over with, unless you want your little sweetheart here to catch another slap.
Once the divorce was finalized, the pair wasted no time. They stepped out minutes later with their own marriage certificate. I was waiting for them by the door. Handing over a sealed envelope to Johnny, I smiled pleasantly.
A little something for you. My advice? Open it at home. I wouldn't want you to keel over from the shock right here.
Kaylee, now wearing the air of a triumphant mistress, turned, wife, planted her hands on her hips, satisfaction practically radiating off her.
Kaylee, did Johnny tell you? He left this marriage with nothing? Clean slate? No assets?
The smugness evaporated from her face. She shot Johnny a sharp look, her expression demanding answers. He, in turn, hung his head low, muttering something under his breath as he dragged her toward the car. My friend, watching the scene unfold with growing curiosity.
What exactly did you give him?
What did I give him? Let's just say Kaylee's a professional at marrying for money. Johnny has been quietly transferring our marital assets to her. And now, I'll be suing him for that.
We exchanged a knowing look, both of us breaking into laughter as we turned and headed home. I won the lawsuit, and every last cent was returned to me. Of course, when the other victims' families learned of Kaylee's whereabouts, they came after her, demanding the return of their money. It was said that Kaylee was pregnant, and with no other choice, Johnny had to sell his parents' home to pay off her debts. A friend asked me if I had ever considered starting my own business. In the past, the thought of entrepreneurship always seemed like a distraction from family life, so I had dismissed it. But now, without hesitation, I agreed. My career took off. I found joy in the small things. Living life on my terms and doing whatever I wanted. Over dinner with some old friends, the conversation shifted to Johnny and Kaylee's current situation.
They're really a pair of mismatched fools. Turns out, they both had a mountain of debt to begin with. Can you believe that Kaylee caused Johnny so much trouble and he still married her?
Johnny's younger brother, Zach, had no money to pursue his studies abroad. Rumor had it that he had borrowed a significant sum to live the life of a wealthy playboy, only to rack up even more debt. He disappeared, supposedly heading for Southeast Asia to make money. But after that, there were no more updates. Kaylee abandoned Alex and took all the Cooper family's money to run after her new man, Tony. George suffered a stroke because of the whole ordeal, and now he lay paralyzed in bed.
Did you know Johnny has been asking around trying to find out if anyone knows where you are? He wants to remarry you.
Still having foolish dreams, huh? I can't even stand to look at him.
Do you regret losing your child?
Johnny's not fit to have children. Even if my baby was born, they would have nothing to do with him.
I never wanted to see that shameless family again. Not for the rest of my life.
As I left the restaurant and stood by the roadside, waiting for a cab, I noticed a man rummaging through a garbage bin, his clothes ragged. I looked up and froze. It was Johnny. But no matter what he looked like, he was no longer part of my life. I had moved on. Now, I live only for myself and for the people who love me.